Was America's future leader stalked by aliens? In the spring of 1974, a small corporate jet, a Cessna Citation, sliced through cold, blue-green midnight air above California. Sitting inside was the governor of California, a former movie star whose political star was on the rise. He glanced out the window and noticed a blinding white light hovering behind the aircraft. Pilot Bill Painter later recalled that the light appeared to be several hundred yards away and moved in ways no airplane could. It elongated as it accelerated and then shot upward at a steep angle. Reagan leaned over to Painter and told him to follow it. For several minutes, the crew watched the object pace the Cessna before it suddenly vaulted straight up into the heavens. The future president never forgot that impossible acceleration. Reagan didn't keep the sighting to himself. In fact, he shared it with a reporter from the Wall Street Journal a week later. According to Reagan, the light tracked them to Bakersfield and all of a sudden went straight up into the heavens. Years later, during the 1985 Geneva summit, he took Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev for a private walk. Gorbachev later recalled that Reagan suddenly asked, "What would you do if the United States were suddenly attacked by someone from outer space? Would you help us?" The Soviet leader responded that he would. When Gorbachev said he would stand with America, Reagan agreed that the U.S. would do the same for the USSR. Reagan repeated the anecdote in other settings. A Christian Science Monitor report quotes Gorbachev recounting the exact same question and answer. It was as if the governor who saw a UFO still considered the unthinkable. Reagan carried this theme onto the world stage. In a September 1987 address to the United Nations, he mused that perhaps we need some outside, universal threat to make us recognize our common humanity. He told the assembled delegates that he occasionally thought about how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. 2 years earlier, he had launched the Strategic Defense Initiative. In his March 23, 1983 television address, he called on the scientific community to develop technologies that would render nuclear weapons impotent and obsolete. The Reagan Library notes that SDI aimed to create a space-based missile defense system to protect the country from a large-scale nuclear attack. Nicknamed Star Wars, the program blurred the line between Cold War defense and cosmic imagination. Historians now debate whether Reagan's fascination with science fiction and that mysterious Bakersfield night nudged him toward a shield meant not only for Soviet missiles, but perhaps for something more.